Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of Almighty God, be on all of you. From previous video, we came to know that previously people used to fast 3 days in a month. Later on, it became fard compulsory for every Muslim to fast for the full month of Ramadan. So, does it give an indication that there is contradiction in the glorious Quran? Actually, there is no contradiction in the glorious Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse number 82, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ لَوَجَدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا. Do they not consider the Quran with care? Had it been other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they would have been find many contradictions. There is no contradiction in the glorious Quran. But people may differ based on the verse of Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 106, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we do not abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten except we revealed or substitute something better or similar to it. The similar message is repeated in Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 101. But we need to understand that something which is prohibited, and something which is compulsory, it came in stages. Not that it is easier or it is difficult. Many times easy become difficult in stages, and many times difficult become easy in stages. For example, the prohibition of having alcohol in the glorious Quran, the first verse to be revealed, that is Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 219, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when the people ask thee concerning intoxicant and gamblings, tell them that there is loss and profit, but the loss is more than profit. The next verse, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not make it haram, only gave a guidance that the loss is more than profit. The next verse of prohibition of alcohol, Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse number 43, it says that do not pray with a mind befogged. Do not pray while being intoxicated unless you understand what you say. Here it did not say that if you do not offer salah, you can have alcohol. If it was mentioned, then there is a contradiction. It says that do not pray while you mind befogged or while you are intoxicated. Since the Muslims have to offer 5 times in a day, so having intoxication during the daytime, it's out of question. Maybe in the evening you may have, and in the morning, by the time you getting up in the morning, you may become sober. The final prohibition of alcohol, that is Surah Maida, chapter 5, verse number 90, it says that Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O you who have believed, innamal khamru wal maisru, intoxicant and gamblings, wal ansab wal azlamu, dedication of stones, divination of arrows, rizqum mil amali shaitan, these are Satan's handiworks. Fastanibuhu la'allakum tuflihun. Abstain from it so that you may prosper. So the prohibition of alcohol, and the ban on having alcohol, it came in stages. First it says initially it was easy, that only gave a guidance that the more evil than good. Then it says do not pray while you are intoxicated. Then the final prohibition comes. Similarly, for fasting, there is no contradiction, but people may differ that many of the verses are abrogated by other verses, but there is no contradiction or abrogation in the Quran. But the fasting in Surah Baqarah chapter number 2 verse number 183, it says that fasting has been prescribed for you. It did not specify the time 3 days in a month. And later on, Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse number 185, it says fasting for compulsory for the full month of Ramadan. If it was mentioned that initially 3 days in a month, then the full month of Ramadan, then there is a contradiction in the Quran. But 3 days in a month, that we get from other sources, that's nowhere to be mentioned in the Quran. And later on, Surah Baqarah chapter number 2 verse number 184, it says that who cannot fast or fast with difficulties, then for them feeding poor people, indigent people. And it is a general verse. Later on, Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse number 185, it become for compulsory for everyone, but it refers to the ill people, terminally ill, or very elderly gentlemen. Terminally ill means ill for a long period, they may not become their health fine, or very elderly people means everyone, they keep on getting more elder, so there is no hope in future they can fast. So this refers to the ill people and terminally ill. Now fasting, initially it was 3 days that we get from other sources, then it become for compulsory for the full month of Ramadan, then it become difficult. And having sexual intercourse, initially it was difficult, the people used to abstain from their wives for the full month. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah chapter number 2 verse number 185 that you can approach to your wives during night times. If it is mentioned in the Quran that you cannot approach to your wife for the full month of Ramadan, then it says that you can approach to your wife during the night time, then there is a contradiction. But that we get from other sources, that people used to fast and they used to abstain from their wives for the full month of Ramadan. So something which is difficult and in stages become easy, and something which is easy in stages become difficult. There is no contradiction. But since the Quran revealed in stages and revealed in a span of 22.5 years, many things which is compulsory came in one shot or came in stages, and many things which is prohibited came in one shot or came in stages. Fasting, since it's a difficult thing, it's become difficult in stages. Initially it was easy and then it became difficult. So there is no contradiction in the glorious Quran.